Hey boo, thanks so much for coming back to Be Restyled.
You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better.
On today's episode, girl, we're just gonna be hopping into the tea. I wanna get into it with you guys. It's been a long time since I hopped on YouTube or even shared an update. So I'm not even gonna belabor the point, girl. I've been living my life, you've been living yours. But I did want to go ahead and just kind of, I think I am ready to step back into YouTube. So let's just start from the beginning. So back in April of last year, I decided to be on a weight loss journey. I decided that I was going to set out to lose weight, and that is exactly what I did. And this time, God made all the difference. So I do want to get more into that and kind of share with you guys exactly, you know, how I lost the weight this time. But for this, I just kind of wanted to be a little life update. I did start back teaching in August, and so I am teaching 3rd grade this year, and it's a much better year, much more manageable. I only have 18 students this year, which is about 11 less than last year. And so it's been a lot more manageable. I'm at a Title I school this year. It's been a very rewarding experience. The students are so sweet, and it's been great. Although I know that going forward, I will not be teaching in a public school setting anymore. Just the demands on the state and things like that. I've just decided, like, this really is going to be my last year teaching in a public domain. I'm not sure what I'll be doing next year, but I'm thinking of moving out of teaching altogether. You know, this started out kind of like as an experiment, just trying to figure out, like, you know, is teaching my calling? Is it what I'm supposed to be doing? You know, I think it's possible that you could be good at a lot of different things in life. And it's just really up to you to decide which avenue you want to take. And I find that, you know, I miss the days of being a little less limited on, like, when I was doing my own thing and being an entrepreneur, I was able to have more flexibility in my schedule, do more things with my kids that I wanted to do. So Ari is now 2 years old. I went into a public school setting when she was 6 months old, and then I worked for a couple of months, and then I was out for the summer, and then I started back up the next year. So I have, most of her life, I have not really been working. I would say probably half of her life, maybe 1 year working full time, and the other year just, you know, spending time with her. Whereas with Joanna is now 6 years old, and I spent the majority of her early childhood at home, being an entrepreneur, working online, working for myself, having my own business. And that just, it's just better suited for me. And so I think I am going to go back into entrepreneurship. I probably am going to go back into, you know, working for myself and maybe doing some consulting or things like that next year, just so that I could spend time with my kids while they're young and while they're small. And I love, like, with teaching, the fact that you're able to get off for Christmas break and you're able to get off for the summers. But when you're working, it does take up a lot of your mental, physical, emotional, takes up a lot of that capital, you know what I mean? And so you just don't feel like you have the same amount of energy that I did when I was teaching online and working for myself through the nonprofit that I was working for. So before I got into teaching, I was working as an executive assistant online for a nonprofit organization. And I really loved that. It was very rewarding work. And so I did that, as well as I taught online. And I love to teach. I think right now I want to focus my energy on teaching my own children at home. Now granted, my daughter is in kindergarten and we absolutely love her school, and she will continue to go to school, but I love having the emotional, mental, and physical capital to be able to volunteer more, which I've made room this year to volunteer, but volunteer more and really be present and just being a very active parent. And so yeah, I think that's the avenue that I'm planning on. God willing, who knows? The Lord makes the plans and I just follow. But I do feel like He has shown me, like, okay, yes, you can do this. Yes, you are good at this. But at this season in your life, I think I have something better for you. And that's what I believe. So anyway, so that's the teaching front. In terms of my physical health, so I went from 228 pounds. I'm now right at 185. And so I'm very thankful for where God has brought me on this journey. You know, it started out me just walking around the park in the morning, 2 hours by myself. It's over the summertime whenever I really was feeling down and out. I didn't know what God had planned for me next. I didn't know what I was going to do next. And I was just feeling very overwhelmed. It started out with just walking, and then God started showing me, you know, how fast food and alcohol was affecting my physical and mental health. And I can't wait to make more videos on that, because I feel like out of everything that I have to share, if I'm gonna get up here and talk and people gonna get over here and listen to me, I think that is something that has been the most profound revelation in my life, that fast food and alcohol was having such a negative impact on my body, on my physical body, on my mental health. And I want to make more videos on that, because there has been a lot of things that I have learned along the way that has really helped me. When I first started out this journey, I could not even run for 3 minutes. I timed it. And you know, the other day I'm running 7 miles now. You know, I'm running for 1 hour and 20 minutes now. And it's just like, I just thank God for where he has brought me. I know that cutting out the fast food has been one of the best, most fundamental changes of my life. It has made weight loss easier. It has made keeping the weight off during the holidays easier, during breaks easier. I just stopped eating it, you know. Back in April, I want to say it was April 17th, somewhere around there, written down somewhere. I stopped eating fast food. McDonald's, Taco Bell, Bojangles, Burger King, you know, the heavy hitters, the ones that I used to really love, girl. But I don't miss those chains, girl. When I tell you I was addicted to fast food, and it wasn't until I completely came off of fast food that I realized that. Also, another thing was the alcohol. It was really killing me physically and mentally. And even just one drink would have such a negative mental health impact on me. I would be depressed, having all kinds of issues, panic attacks. And I don't think our society normalizes alcohol so much, and alcohol dependence so much, that I don't think many people are making a correlation between alcohol dependency, alcohol abuse, and major mental health issues, panic attacks, depression, anxiety. Those things are really closely tied. And I've been doing a lot of research on it, so I kind of do want to delve into that and share some of that research with you guys, because whether you believe that drinking alcohol is a morality issue or not, it definitely is having a major negative impact on people's mental health. And it really is one of the major issues why so many people cannot lose weight. A lot of research that I've done, I want to share that in a separate video. I do plan on starting to lose weight again in the summertime. So as soon as spring starts hitting, I think that's when I'm gonna really clean up my diet hard and heavy. And you know, but my outlook on food and everything has changed so much since I gave my life to Christ, and since I submitted I told the Lord one day, I said, if you help me lose this weight, if you help me get myself back together, you know, I will honor you. I will give you all of myself, you know, my food, I want to give you, and it wasn't just about losing the weight. It was just me basically telling God, like, I want to give you all of me, you know, and really submitting my life to him. And he has shown me along the way, you know, through the scriptures, really speaking to me. Like, even when I be about to overeat, he's like, oh, you good. Like, you know, I'm telling you, like, it's just funny, like, when you have a relationship with God, how he really can just speak to you and help you along the way. I definitely want to share that. I want to start sharing more. I think one of the main reasons kind of why I got off of YouTube for a long time is, like, I just kind of feel like, who cares? Like, you're losing weight, who cares? Nobody cares that you're losing weight. Nobody cares that you're on a journey. Because, you know, I don't really care about nobody losing weight. I don't really care about people's health journeys like that. You know, whatever. Granted, if it's like a big journey, like somebody that's losing like 200-300 pounds and they're sharing, and I happen to see the video, I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Like, that's incredible. But like, to sit and watch somebody talk about health and stuff like that, I don't know. And maybe it was the devil too, just telling me, like, nobody cares. Nobody cares what you have to say. Nobody cares about your videos. Nobody cares to hear you talk, you know. And so, you know, for a long time, I just did not share. But, you know, the more I'm sharing with my friends groups, I've made a few new friends through Joanna's school, where she goes to school at, and a few kindergarten mom friends, and they've been amazing. And so I've been sharing with them, and they're like, wow, oh my gosh, like they seem so enlightened by it. And then I've had my sister tell me like, girl, if you don't share a recipe, a tip or something, like help. And it's like, you know, you just, I guess it started to be revealed to me more that like, yeah, people do care about what you have to say if you have done a little bit of research and you kind of know what you're talking about. And so I am excited to share that with you guys, and I hope that you're excited to hear from me again. If you are, let me know, girl, because that does encourage me to stick around. I don't really want to talk to myself. I really love the way that the YouTube community kind of used to be, where like you would share stuff and you felt like people were really engaged. They didn't just click on the video, but they wanted to hear what you had to say. But you know, I feel like with people's attention spans the way that they are now, with people's attention spans being so short, you know, it's like people just don't want to sit and listen to you talk for 10 minutes. And I understand that, you know. But anyway, I hope that you kind of enjoyed this update. The girls are doing great. Joanna, like I said, is 6. Ari is now 2. We just celebrated Christmas and New Year's. It was a really wonderful time. You know, it was just great. And so I do want to share, let me know what it is that you want to share health related wise. I plan on sharing about alcohol. I plan on sharing about fast food. I plan on sharing about my current diet and what I'm eating to maintain my weight and not gain any weight. I have not gained any weight this entire holiday season. This is the first time, with the help of the Lord, that I have not gained weight during the holidays. Normally I would put on at least 10 pounds, you know what I'm saying, and junk food. But like this year we went on our annual mountains trip. We go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee every Christmas, and usually we'll eat out every meal. But because I'm not eating fast food, we were cooking at the house more. And you know, there are certain things that I do eat. I do eat at restaurants. Like I will have a grilled chicken salad and stuff like that. But there are certain things and parameters that I have put in place for myself to help avoid overeating and to just avoid gaining weight over the holidays in general. So yeah, I'm going to the YMCA now. I used to go to Planet Fitness, but I started going to the YMCA, doing their classes, doing spin class, and what do you call that, body pump class. And then also I'm just running, and I am training because this year I am going to be running a half marathon. I'm starting out with a half. I want to have that half marathon ran before I turn 35, which is April 14th. So I am preparing myself to run that, and then hopefully by the end of 2024 to run a marathon, because it's something that I've always wanted to do. I never thought I could run. I never thought I could be a runner. I never thought that this is something that I could be successful at. So I really want to challenge myself, and I'm finding that, yeah, when you work at something, you can really do anything you want. Like, you don't have to be limited to, you know, what you think, you know, the lies that you tell yourself. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I look forward to checking in with you guys. I'm just gonna leave my camera set up right here in hopes that I can continue to come back and check in with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better.